named Nicole. Hey, Rick, how are you, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Not bad. What's the story with Nicole? Why don't you take us from the beginning, tell us how you met, and how that first date went?
Sure. I just never thought I'd be that guy who would call you for a second date update, but here I am.
There's no shame in calling second date update.
No.
Is there any shame in calling?
No shame. Yeah, I'm totally lost and confused because she hasn't called me back. Honestly, guys, we had a really good night together. Nothing fancy or crazy, just a happy hour, drinks, dinner. I paid. It was a really great date. And
How'd you meet?
we met at the grocery store. She was at the checkout, and I decided to be bold and say hello and, asked her out eventually, got her number, and so I met her there. And it was a great date. I paid for everything. And, guys, I'm not usually cheap about things.
What'd you guys do?
We went out for dinner for happy hour. We went to Mole and grabbed drinks, danced a little bit. Not gonna lie, we did get a little bit tipsy. But overall, it was a great date, and I was being considerate. And I used all the manners that Mom taught me. I was even getting all kinds of signals from her. The way that she kind of tilted her head and she smiled when we were dancing, and she even laughed at my stupid, dumb dad jokes. And she never once looked away or looked annoyed.
Do you have kids?
What was that?
Do you have kids?
No, I don't have kids.
No. You were telling jokes like a dad would tell.
Yeah, corny jokes.
Gotcha, okay.
Which she laughed at, by the way. So
Nice.
I walked away from that date kind of just really wanting to see her again, and then we ended up, going to a car, and I hugged her at the car after the restaurant, and, I said I'd talk to her later. She was like, okay. So I was fully prepared to, go on a second date, and, she hasn't even gotten back to me since, so I'm just kind of really confused, and she gave me all kinds of signals like that she was interested, and I haven't heard from her.
Did you feel like you were pretty relaxed and calm on the date?
Like now?
Yeah, I was kind of just being relaxed, calm. I asked her out at the grocery store, and so that was...
that takes guts right there.
It does.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta give you
Forward.
huge kudos for that. I'm just wondering, because you're sounding a little nervous right now, but that could be a million different things.
It's probably us.
We tend to have that effect on people sometimes.
Whenever someone's coming on second date update, Fritch always has the conversation with them. Now, keep it brief, keep it concise.
That's true. We got some real storytellers out there.
Get your facts together.
Yeah, maybe edit the original email that you sent us, and just kind of work off of that.
Yeah.
Here's what not to say. Just kidding.
So by the time they come on the air, they're all nervous as get out.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous just because I'm not into calling people for second date updates. It's the first thing for me, and also, too, I'm so confused and lost and a little embarrassed as to why I don't usually get ghosted like this, so I don't know, I'm a little bit embarrassed, to be honest, guys.
Yeah, I get that, too.
Well, listen, kudos to you for putting yourself out there, first of all. Let's just see what she says. We'll listen with an open mind, reach out to Nicole when we come back from the break. I got to put you on hold, though, real quick while we take the break, but Fritz will pick up. She'll get the phone number from you, and then we'll call Nicole and see what she thought of you and her date with you. Coming up next with Jeff and Jen here at Cincinnati's Q102. Well, I give Rick credit for asking someone out at the grocery store, someone you've just met. I don't know of a smooth, charismatic way to do that without coming off like a creep. So kudos to you, Rick.
Thank you.
But after a great date, we're talking happy hour and dinner and the whole nine, and Rick said it was great, in part because he paid for everything. And he cannot understand why, despite all the signs that Nicole sent, that she was into him, hasn't returned any of his texts or phone calls. So unless there's anything important that we need to know before we call her, now's the time, Rick.
Nothing that I could think of right now. Yeah, no, I'm kind of racking my brain trying to figure it out myself. So I have nothing that I can think of that I haven't told you guys. So I'm interested to kind of see what she says, to be honest.
Okay. Call Nicole.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Nicole, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Nicole, Jeff and Jen at Q102. How are you this morning?
Oh, Jeff and Jen. Hi. Sorry, I don't really listen to the radio a lot.
That's okay. You don't have to be a listener to come on and have some fun with us. We'd love to chat with you for a little bit if you're open.
Are you sure you have the right number? I can't imagine why anyone would want to contact me on the radio.
Well, because you are a fantastic person and you have an admirer out there. And why wouldn't we want to talk to you?
Okay.
You know who called us was your buddy Rick, who I guess you did a recent happy hour and dinner date with. Guy you met at the grocery store.
Oh, no.
Well,
He did not call you.
he did call us. He's a fan. He said you were lovely. He enjoyed his date with you, but he was a little bummed out that he hadn't heard from you. I guess he's made a couple of attempts, and I don't know if you've just been busy or if you're actively avoiding him. But
I can't believe he called you.
well, I'll tell you what. When you start running out of options, you have someone intervene on your behalf, and that's a little service we provide here on the Jeff and Jen Morning Show. It's called Second Date Update.
Okay. Well, I don't know how else to say this, but apparently he's some kind of porn star or something. And
He's a what?
A porn star. You heard me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure I
You heard right.
heard you. Right.
You're correct.
Okay.
And he told me he got fired for filming something at work. And he acted so nonchalant, like it was no big deal. But he does porn.
Huh.
Excuse me, Rick here. I don't do porn. I was in college for one, and I worked in fast food. I got an offer to go solo in the bathroom for like a good chunk of money, so I did it, and it was no big deal, but it was really a hilarious story. And yes, my boss eventually found out and fired me, but this is a college, funny, hilarious story. I don't do porn. How the heck do you think I can do porn? You know, I don't do porn.
Well, why would you tell someone that on a first date? I don't know you from Adam.
Yeah.
So what was the story with that, Rick? Was it just a dare, or did someone offer you ridiculous money?
No, someone came in and kind of just was like, hey, I do this for some money on the side, and it was a good chunk of money, and no one really ever saw it. You know, it was just a quick thing I did for a good chunk of money. At the time, I was broken in college, and I had a minimum wage job, you know, at a fast food joint. But now it's just a funny story that I tell people. I didn't think that it would rub you the wrong way.
Well, obviously it did. And I suggest you don't tell any other girl that ever again.
Well, let's ask the other two ladies in the room here,
Yes.
Jen, Fritz. Jen, have you ever dated a guy with a resume that included that?
Yes.
Was that fun, Robbie?
Are you serious?
One time in Atlanta, I guess.
Was it seriously fun, Robbie?
Seriously.
Wow, I did not know.
You didn't know that about
maybe
him?
I did hear. No, well, here's what I heard about Fun Robbie. I heard that he danced in certain clubs,
He did. That's true, too.
but that was just for money, as it
That's
always
what he
is.
claimed, but I went with him once, and it was awkward.
To the dancing?
Yeah.
So he actually did porn once. Or
From
more
what
than once?
he told me, it was like this one-time thing. So he was like a really good dancer. And don't laugh too hard. He danced. He did other things other than just break dancing. And it just feels so dirty now. You know, back then it didn't seem.
So now you know how Nicole is feeling right now. Did he tell you on the first date?
No,
Rick
it
told
was something
Nicole?
that was so offhandedly remarked. It was like, it was a storytelling, and he laughed. He said, yeah, this one time I got paid $10,000 to spend 6 minutes by myself and let them videotape me dancing. And yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it was like some stupid amount of money. And he was, I think, right out of college and had a bunch of loans and, you know, needed the money.
I think it's the timing, though. Like the fact that he told her on the first date, I think I would be challenged with calling you back.
Yeah.
But if we had been going out on dates and I really liked you, and like after a couple of months, you were like,
found out 10 years ago.
yeah, I don't know if it would be that big of a deal.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It had been a good. It had been years since, you know, when I was dating him. It had been years prior.
But I
that
still find it
he
odd
did
that there's
but
this video out there of
Yeah.
you in the bathroom. I mean,
just
that's
would
just
think that with the
bizarro.
amount of video that's out there, the odds of anybody you know actually coming across the one that you are in.
Oh, I'm sure it's possible.
I'm
People
sure
got
it's
a lot of time
possible,
on their
but-
hands.
This is what happens when you reveal your porn past on a first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll save that one for a third date at least, huh?
Yeah. It was the past. Everybody's done shady things in their
was
past.
this last week?
College.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, Rick. No second date.
It happens.
But we
Yes.
appreciate you putting yourself out there. And Nicole, thank you for taking our call and talking to us, even though you don't listen.
Well, maybe I will from now on. You guys seem like a good group.
We would love that. We'd love to have you as part of our radio family.
Yeah, please join us.
Don't be a stranger.
That's right.
Stay in touch.
Absolutely.
Let us know what's
Please
going
do.
on in your life once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
All right. If you need us for a second date update, just send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CBG Airport. Start your trip at CBGAirport.com.
If you're looking for a credit card that fits your lifestyle, look no further. U.S. Bank has credit cards that make every day rewarding, no matter what you're into. Feeling hungry? Check out the U.S. Bank Altitude Go Visa Signature Card. Earn 4 times points on takeout, food delivery, and dining. And get 2 times points at gas stations, grocery stores, and on streaming. That'll keep your wallet and your mouth full. Big spender? The U.S. Bank Visa Platinum Card has a low intro APR for large purchases or balance transfers. And you call the shots with the U.S. Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. Choose 2 categories each quarter. Earn 5% back on your first $2,000 of eligible purchases for those categories. So don't just get a credit card. Get the right card to make every day more rewarding. Cashback, merchandise, travel rewards, and low intro APRs are all waiting. Learn more at usbank.com/credit card. The creditor and issuer of these cards is U.S. Bank National Association, pursuant to a license of Visa USA Inc., and the cards are available to the United States residents only. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC.